one. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the Driving Into My Mind podcast. You clicked this thumbnail. Don't start criticizing me and going all crazy. Let me explain what monetizing takeovers is all about. Because believe it or not, I'm on your side. I'm on this crazy nonsense needing to stop. So let me explain to you what I mean by monetizing takeovers. But first, let me go ahead and say I hope everyone had a fantastic Memorial Day weekend. It was nice to get a break, kick off summer. The weather's actually not too shabby, so I appreciate it. Taking the convertibles out a little bit, getting some fresh sun in the face. I love it. But let's go into it straight away. Let me preface to say this is against what is taking place, particularly in Oakland, particularly in Los Angeles. Monetizing takeovers is kind of bringing awareness to what we are doing as a car community rather than the shenanigans being displayed on public news and whatnot, the vocal minority of that sense. So let me go ahead and explain where I kind of got this from. I would say my beginning YouTube obsession or enjoyment was like sitting, summer. I was working part time at AutoZone, still obviously in the classroom, but it was summer break, and I stumbled upon a channel, Supercar Suspects. And if you don't know Supercar Suspects, especially his older content, he used to go to car meets, check out all the amazing cars out in the Los Angeles area, and then he would film the takeovers. He would film all the craziness that happened, and I was like, oh my God, this is what's really taking place, and like this is so cool hearing all the cars and hearing all the revs. And again, like I never thought too much about it. I mean, this is happening ever since I was in high school, and even before that, with the hyphy movement, with ghost riding the whip, and doing those takeovers. They've been around since forever, but it seemed like, especially with Supercar Suspects, and he has over 1 million subscribers, I was like, wow, like this is actually just an hour away from where I live. And so I never thought much about it. You would start hearing about stories about how they wouldn't, let the ambulance or the fire trucks get by. And you would hear, occasionally about the people getting seriously hurt, never really killed. It's all just all these crazy shenanigans. But now, again, with the RSO and with a lot of these undercover cops happening to come about, it's become a serious problem. And just recently, they showed on Instagram the poor lady in her MR2. And again, I don't know the context of it, but she was trying to, I guess, I don't know, drive through a takeover, try to get across a takeover, and just the whole mob kicked and stabbed and punched through her MR2, and she got out of the car like, what in the world are you guys doing? And again, I don't know if there's any context. Maybe she was saying names. Maybe, I don't know. Regardless, a whole mob went and just stomped out her MR2. You see it on the news at the takeovers. They'll go and an occasion they'll run through a gas station and just take everything, make a mess, grab their Takis and their Sprites, and just up disaster. And I feel bad for the franchisee owner at that sense. So it's slowly, and if not already, getting or gotten out of hand. And so when I say monetizing takeovers, I say we are the problem. Okay, we're the ones monetizing them. And I really need us as a car community not to put your little F takeovers stickers on your cars. You really actually need to change some behaviors and change some habits if you actually want to see change and these takeovers happen less and less and less. Now, again, thankfully, I'm out in the Inland Empire. I'm sure there's some spots maybe out in San Bernardino, Colton, or areas where maybe it's happening a little more often, but at least in Temecula Valley, we don't see it happening, or it's far away. So I haven't personally been or seen or been stopped into a takeover, but I'm talking about many of you that have probably seen it and have wondered like, what in the world's going on, and then you look through your social media and you try to find out where it's been taking place and yada yada yada. And I'm saying that at the end of the day, we are the actual problem. So let me tell you why. Number one, we're watching the videos. I kid you not, with Supercar Suspects, he got over 1 million subscribers because of his car takeover content, okay? I've been told, sometimes with my video sign-offs, keep the ratchet stuff at home, even though I love it. I can honestly tell you, if I was 17, 18 years old, I would have probably been involved with that nonsense. I kid you not, because I had a kid with a 240SX, and knowing what he's gonna do after high school, I was ready to go out and have some fun, And so thankfully, in the sense that this stuff wasn't prevalent, at least where I was from. And so I really want to call this to attention that I don't support this whatsoever. But I'm telling you, when we're watching the videos, and that's why Supercar Suspects stopped posting all the takeover stuff. But when we're on our Instagram feeds and we're seeing takeover after takeover after takeover, we're seeing the ladies MR2 getting stomped out. We're seeing on the news like all the clicks regarding takeovers and all that nature. We're obviously monetizing, and we're part of that problem. Okay, and it's going to encourage more people to keep filming. When you go see a takeover, how many video cameras and iPhones do you see blaring, hanging out and trying to record something cool that's about to happen, or just the amazing noise and tire screeching? Again, it's amazing, but we're supporting it by watching it. You have the tire shops. Apparently, I read in an article that they've been staying out open late to give the homie the hookup. Change out his tires really quick. Give him some steelies with some beat up tires to go in and do his donuts. And so at the same time, it's like you're part of the problem. And again, I guess it's good for your business. You're doing all this stuff for your homies, and you're getting rid of some of the tires that you don't want to recycle and dispose of properly. But then again, don't complain. When this is going to continue to be part of the problem. And when the sheriff's department or the city police start to get a hold of you doing this, well, you're going to risk ruining your business and your name. So again, we're part of the problem. We're monetizing it. You have the people like swear like they're living fast and the furious. We have your hideout spots. We have the homie's house. We have different license plates that we can swap out and change for you. You're going to continue to promote the content. You're going to continue to promote these ideals. Then we're going to continue to have takeovers. That's all said and done at the end of the day. So again, why are we monetizing this? You need to stop promoting. You need to stop watching it. We need to stop intaking it into our social media feeds. A part of me is thankful that I don't have or am not currently active in social media, even though if I wanted to grow my YouTube channel, I should have this and that and this and snap this and blah, blah. No. I think it's a proper encouragement to, let it grow organically and naturally on YouTube. And seeing all this extra stuff where it's just filtering with takeovers and this stuff, you're ruining the mind of the future car enthusiasts. So I'm glad that I keep my social media, either fake or non-existent. And I'm really hoping for those that are really active in social media, you keep that stuff off your filter. It's really tough. It's just like on a diet. You really want that double cheeseburger, but you have to stay away from it. I'm telling you, or if not, it's going to keep being a part of your life. Okay. And don't take diet advice from me. I'm letting you know that right now. Again, we have that intention of watching and filming the illegal content. Just look up on your YouTube searches. I grew up like S2000 Versus, and then you would see the filtered list, and there's tons of stuff. You would see donuts, car donuts, and then you'll just see a filter after filter after. People want, especially the youth, they want to create content. They want to post content. They want to go viral and this and that. And by doing these YouTube searches or running these searches, people that have channels, they can see what people have been searching on YouTube. And if you're going to end up seeing that stuff, they're going to say, hey, this will maybe get more likes or promotions on my channel. Let me go record my friends going to the takeover Saturday night. Well, that's going to be the problem. You want to keep recording people shooting flames out of their exhaust. Well, then that's going to keep on happening, right? I mean, how many thumbnails have we seen from other YouTubers with G80 M3 shooting flames and Mustang 5.0 versus Skyline GTR? It's never going to stop because we keep searching for it. And again, you want to call out the people actually doing it. Well, you're the one actually looking at it. Where does the line of accountability happen? And I'm really stressing that it starts with us rather than them, I should say. So, you got mods. You got all these mods in the market and all these tunes, the flame tune or, the pop, snap, crackle, pop tune and all these mods that are meant for roll racing rather than actual track racing or drag racing. Again, you're marketing to the type of people that are going to continue to do this nonsense for the car community, and therefore we get a bad rep, and then you're going to complain because you have a lowered STI that you're getting state ref. Well, how come they're not catching the people doing the takeovers? You're part of the problem. That's what I'm just trying to say. You're part of the problem, giving this look, giving this ideal, being disrespectful to police officers, where you're going to end up, while your buddy in the Dodge Charger doing donuts on Saturday night gets away scot-free most of the time. Why? Because, his time will come eventually, but you're the one driving around in your lowered STI. So, again, where's that accountability lies with us. And, what is this? Never going legit, right? And this kind of leads into my next topic. We got so many people, right, in Fast and Furious. Hector, I'm trying to go legit, dog, Hector, I got his autograph, heck yeah. But, you got people that, you buy a new GR86 or GT86, you get a year membership for SCCA. Why don't you go and use that or go to these driving schools? Well, it costs too much money, and going to the takeovers is free. Yeah, but again, just because it's free doesn't mean it's helping everybody at the end of the day at the car community. And trust me, car takeovers, especially if you're participating in it, you got money to burn if you're rolling through tires every other month, man. Whether you buy the cheapo tires, you're still dropping like $500 minimum on tires for your S-Box, and then there you go complaining that you can't go legit when you got a free SCCA membership and you can go run an autocross 30 minutes away. Don't complain that. You never want to go legit because it's easy to go down the street and start doing donuts than it is to plan a track day. And doing things the right way is never probably going to be easy. And that's that great filter effect that happens for a lot of people. But everyone works selfishly, and they never see the big picture and the car community that we have. And at the end of the day, we can put as many F takeover stickers as we want, but if we're not encouraging other people to do it the right way or to stop the nonsense and the ruckus that they're doing, it's never going to get better, and we're going to pay for it. Why? Because you're going to be the one that gets state ref versus your homie getting caught in this Charger. So let's move on, right? What can we do about lessening this? And it starts with the social media presence, right? Stop sharing and promoting these takeovers, right? Stop searching for them. Stop having them on your IG feeds. Stop looking for them on their IG feeds. Stop trying to follow people that or organizations that no revy, no burnouts, no. But they just say that just to keep the liability off of them, and then S happens, shooting flames and all the craziness happens, and then there you go. Now it's out of their hands, right? So again, it starts with us. It starts with us de-promoting what is taking place. But if you're going to keep watching it, you're going to keep enjoying it, you're going to keep sharing it, well, it's never going to stop. Um, you know, promoters, encouraging promoters to actually get drag races and donut pits going. There's never been, I would say, there's never been a time where we have so many car promoters and people that are running these car meets or have a following for car meets. Why can't they go and say to a certain spot or venue, like, hey, I have 800 followers in my car community. I can bring a whole ton of food vendors and car people, and we can charge them, and we can get because when you run those events, you have to have like an ambulance on standby. You have to have, I know it costs money, but we have so many people that are so well connected that I'm telling you, you have the option and the ability to do it if at the right price and if you can get yourself organized. And we have these promoters that are doing it already. Take it to the next level. If this is what you want to aspire to be, or make it a second job. I don't know if you're going to make it a second job, but we have the options. Promotions have never been easier, in my opinion, especially with social media and the ability to connect with so many people. And so if you are able to promote, why don't you make a special event where you can actually get some of these takeover stuffs out of people's bodies, right? That encourage people to go legit. Encourage people to say, hey, every quarter we're gonna have a donut pit or a drift event the flames, shooting your flames at a legit venue. Get it out of their system so they don't have to do it the illegal way. And I put this just as a sign out. Tell your friends to just be more productive. Whether it's financially or socially. Like at the end of the day, they're car people too, and they, as I say in my teacher language, they got the wiggles, right? They got the wiggles. They got their new toy. They got dual intakes on their Infiniti G35 that they want to hear scream. I get it. I totally get it. Again, when I was 18, 19 years old, I get it. And even now at 35 years old, I'll take my 240SX out in the middle of the country and do a couple of donuts and then head back home, crossing my fingers that there wasn't a cop that heard me. I get that we all have, this want to go out and do dumb stuff with our cars. But you have to be responsible about it, and you have to understand the repercussions of it, both for yourself and for the car community. Because guess what? Sheriff pulls me over in my 240SX, and we have a negative interaction. He's going to think negatively about other people. That's just human nature. If you had a bad or negative experience with someone, there's going to either be a retaliatory effect, or there's going to be more of a it's going to get worse before it gets better, right? Because they're going to be more defensive about it. And just financially, again, I know doing these donuts all day ain't cheap, man. Again, I'm calling out maybe the tire shops, the mom and pop tire shops that are opening and supporting it. But you have to be the one that tells your friends, hey man, let's cut that out, dude. Or you know what, let's just stay in. Let's go for a cruise, and hang out at In-N-Out tonight. Just something to keep them away from bringing shame or more heat on the car community. So what are your thoughts? Again, monetizing takeovers. It's not them, it's us. And the accountability and the solution starts with us. Let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. Please share this video or share my RSS feed. My RSS, I use the fancy mic. The video podcast, I still use my regular mic that I go out there. Eventually, I'll get a nice setup where I can record, with my computer, with my nice mic. But I kind of like what I got now, and that's just something that I'll grow into time. So let me know what you guys think. Please stay safe, stay positive. Keep the ratchet stuff at home. I love it. Keep it at home. Keep it chill. Be respectful. We'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.